What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. For this one, we're going to have a little bit more fun with the SR-71 again. I see you guys did enjoy when I flew that over the Persian Gulf map, so we're going to do something similar over the new Germany map that they just released for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring her up to altitude. We are a couple of clicks northwest of Berlin, so we're going to take off and we'll get a nice little view of the surrounding area, and then I'll bring us up to altitude. We'll level off, we'll trim it out, and we'll take a look and see what the entire landscape looks like from altitude. I'm shooting to get up to around 55,000, maybe 60,000 feet. We have plenty of fuel in this thing. We have 79,000 pounds plus. I think it's 79,146 or 149 to be exact. So we got plenty of go-go juice to do what we got to do. So without any further ado, there's nothing much more for me to say, except let's go check it out and see how beautiful this looks up at altitude. Let's get our exterior lights going. Let's get our cockpit lights going here. Blackbird is still massive. Very cool looking airplane. Alright, our lights are going. Alright. Let's go take old 69 or 35 up and go see what we could do. We're going to take off at a runway 26 right on this airport. It is a little bit longer, just so we have a little bit of extra. Whoa, boy. That's why I said, guys, you got to be careful with this thing with its nose wheel gain. I forgot about that for a second. Very gentle we gotta be with this. And now I gotta unfuck what I just did. Hopefully she does. There we go. What's going on here? It's nice and easy, baby. Come on. There we go. Alright. Like I said, guys, the SR-71's nose wheel steering's a little jankety when it wants to be, so you just gotta be real gentle with it. I did forget about that for a second, and it almost just cost us. Alright. Alright, here we go. Like I said, 26 right's a little bit longer, so we're gonna take that one just for a little bit of extra runway for this thing. It is a big airplane, so she is fast, but she is large. Oh, where you going, Bugs? Let's get back on center line. Let's not deviate from that. I wonder if there's a way to go in and adjust the nose wheel steering on this thing somehow, because I would really love to tighten it up just a little bit. If the VSN guys do end up watching or seeing this video, that's really the only recommendation I have for the SR-71, is tighten up the nose wheel steering just a little bit. Other than that, she's fucking amazing. Excuse my French. She's starting to get that little pop to her, so we're nice and comfortable. Now let's get our flaps down and set. We'll just keep this throttle setting, and we'll just manage and manipulate with the wheel brakes. And if you guys remember the last video with the SR-71, when I first flew it, I was questioning if the fuel gauge worked or not. It more than likely does, but this thing just carries so much fuel that it takes a long time to burn through it, or a little bit longer to burn through it than normal. So we'll keep an eye on that throughout the flight. That's no big deal. I'm not too worried about that. Just a little side note there. And I forgot the name of the airport we were taking off out of offhand. I did look at it before I started this mission, but I promptly forgot. That's alright. So it's caught in that loop now? I don't think so. No, we're... Pontiac 1, hold position. Pontiac 1, hold position. I cannot wait for that to get updated. Pontiac 1, hold position. The ATC in this... Pontiac 1, hold position. For the current moment is horrible. Pontiac 1, hold position. Pontiac 1, hold position. I know there is a mod that is in the works for ATC. I really can't wait for that to come out. Alright, just bear with that annoyance for a minute, guys. Just let me get this thing out of here. Yeah, no. Tower, shut your mouth. How does that sound? Dunce. Alright, guys. Pontiac 1, hold position. Let's get on out of here. Pontiac 1, hold position. Pontiac 1. Flaps down, blower staged, full afterburn, and we're rolling. Needles alive. We're going flying, guys. Here we go. And she's coming up. Here we go. $150. We're flying, guys. Gears coming. And now that annoyance stopped, thankfully. Flaps up. Alright, guys. We're soaring in the Blackbird again. Here we go. That little tower right there looks like one of the old RBMK reactors. That's pretty cool. Alright, here we go, guys. Nice, easy orbit. And let's bring her upstairs. Cool. Alright, we're at 6,000 feet. Plenty more to go. Ow. 17,000, guys. Here's the airport we just took off out of, right off my starboard shoulder, about our 4 o'clock-ish, coming around our 3 o'clock. Let's just get over this damn cloud layer. I do believe we have an 8,000-foot cloud deck for this one, so that's alright. 21,000 feet. Alright, now that we are abeam the runway, let's bring her to altitude. And we're going to head towards Berlin. Radar going. There shouldn't be any air traffic in the area, so and if they are, they're gonna be no factor to us. Alright, we're coming up to 50,000, guys. Here we go. Angels 50. I'm not really looking for a crazy Mach number right now. I just want to get up to altitude, just enjoy the view. 56,000. Airspeed's looking good. 57,000. All right, guys. We're looking good. We're looking real good. T's and P's look good. WGCs are out. We're looking good. Very stable, 58,000 feet. She feels good. She feels real good. We go, guys, 60,000. The view never gets old. The view from up here never gets old. Alright, guys, we're stabled out. So there's the airport we took off from right there. We'll circle back around a little bit. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The airport we took off from is right over there, up in front of our 2 o'clock. I believe. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's line ourselves up northwest a little bit and let's head over to Berlin. So head about 320, 310 for that. Let's just maintain around 60,000. Airspeed's good. Fuel's looking good. Alright. We're at 61,000, guys. Not bad. Alright, we're heading 320 roughly. Let's head towards Berlin. Like I said, Berlin is a couple of clicks northwest of where we took off from, so from our airport right down there. Not bad. Absolutely beautiful. Let's watch our AOA. Alright, we're at 1.8 Mach right now, so it's not as quick as we were, but in the past one, it's alright though. 64,000 feet. Let's get a quick flyby. Yeah, we're up in the bozosphere, guys. We are definitely up in the bozosphere. 67,000. Okay, that's where we... 68. We just broke our record where we were. I know the Blackbird can go a lot higher. I just got to get our parameters set right and do it carefully. And then we possibly will be able to do it. Just got to watch our AOA. We're at 68.3, that's not bad. And it looks beautiful from up here. Let's roll it over gently to the left a little bit. We don't want to rip on the controls too much at the speed and altitude we're at, because if we lose this thing, we're screwed. And I really don't feel like ejecting at 68,000 feet. Wow. Like I said before, guys, this view never gets old. Holy shit, this looks real. And once we're done exploring up here, we'll bring it down to a little bit more reasonable altitude. We'll see if we can actually hit Mach 3 with this thing. It is doable. Very, very doable. But here's the Cold War map, guys, from 63,000 feet. The most we hit was 68,000. looks really, really good. If we didn't have the weather in the way, our visibility would more than likely be unlimited. But we're up there again. We came closer to the edge of space this time than we did before. That's not bad. And you could definitely see, you could see the stars and the blackness up above, off my starboard shoulder, guys. That is so cool. Wow. And it's amazing how you guys can see the gradient difference on the horizon. As the sun's right above our windscreen right now. Let's level her out for a minute, and let's just fly her. AOA. That's a nice lazy turn to the left. Nice and easy. Let's see what our AOA looks like on the outside. Not bad. We're still moving, so that's good. Wow. Alright, I'm going to cut our throttles back out of afterburn in a second, and we'll start a little bit of a descent on down. And then we'll see if we can get maybe in the 20,000 foot block, if we can get this thing up to Mach 3.0. Or 3.0 Mach, we'll see. Alright, we're out of afterburner. We're still at Mach. We're at 1.3, approaching 1.4. She's definitely a fast airplane. Dropping down to 52. Alright. Alright, we're still holding at 1.3 Mach, so I'm alright with that right now. Yeah, she wants to climb. Alright, so what I'll do, guys, I'll bring it down to 20,000 feet, level off, and then we'll plug in the blower again. Now there's a small little airstrip down there, about our 9 o'clock, that's tiny as anything from up here. Wow. Wow. Alright, now we're starting to push through our Mach numbers. Here we go. Alright, 1.2. Lost a little bit, but that's alright. Coming through 30, 29. Let's get a nice little clearing over here. Alright, through 25. Let's start leveling off. Nice and gentle. Alright, let's trim ourselves up. Alright. A little bit more. Little bit more. Okay, we're at 20,000 feet in the 20,000 foot block, right where I wanted to be. Let's plug the blowers back in. Here we go. Let's see what this thing can do. So there's 500 knots. Come up to 1.4 Mach. Yeah, we're picking up some speed now, guys. Alright. Now the air's a little denser down here, so it's going to be a little tricky to do what we got to do here, but we're going to try it. She's struggling to approach 1.4, it looks like. And we've dropped down to 10,000 feet. We might have to bring it back upstairs a little bit where the air's a little thinner to see if we can attempt this again, but let's see. Yeah, it's definitely... I'm not saying she's slow, but let's see if we get a little more efficiency upstairs. We have plenty of fuel to do this, so I'm not too worried about that. Probably get her faster in a dive, but I don't want to do that, honestly. Yep, here we go. Now the Mach number's climbing. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit 3.0, guys. I gotta do a little bit more research and see how that is done, what parameters need to be set and whatnot, so. So we're pushing 1.8 at 30,000 feet. She definitely likes the thinner air, that's for sure. Alright, 1.9 Mach. Mach 2. And hack. 2.1. 0.2. We're approaching 2.5 again, guys. If we can get past 2.5 where we were before. You guys seem to have loved that one. I know I definitely did. Let's see if we can hit that again. Oh, here it comes. Tickle her a little bit. She'll get there. There we go. Come on, baby. Our needle is 2.25. That's where she's stopped. There's 66,000. 68,000, Jesus, blew right through that. 69, giggity. 70,000, guys, we just hit 70,000 feet. 71. 72. Let's see if we can go for 75. And then maybe I think we can call ourselves astronauts at that point. 73. Come on, baby girl, you got a little bit more in you. It's 4. Come on. Come on, baby. 75, guys. We just hit 75,000 feet with the SR-71. This is insane. And we're still at 2.0 Mach, which is awesome. 76,000. Let's keep going. $77. Come on, love. You're right there. You're right there, baby. Come on. We got plenty of airspeed. This dial is definitely confusing on this thing. Yeah, we're starting to lose airspeed now. We're just floating up here, guys. Alright, 77,000 feet, guys. Let's get a quick flyby. This is the highest we've been in the SR-71. And now you can really see the edge of space, or up into space, or the stars and whatnot. This is mind-boggling. Oh, wait, she still wants to go. She still wants to climb. 78. Holy shit. 79. We're in space, guys. I believe we're in space right now. I'd have to do the calculations, but I believe we're in space right now. Little bit more. Little bit more. Just a little bit more, guys. Wow, it's like we're just hovering here. We're almost at 80,000 feet. This is unbelievable. Let's not do anything too violent on the controls. Alright, let's get a quick flyby at 79,000 feet, guys. This is insane. She's fallen, but... Good lord. 79,000 feet, guys. That was... This is insane. So she was flirting with 80,000 big time. That would have been something else. Let's be careful now. The map looks beautiful from up here, it really does. Unbelievable. It's extremely difficult to make out what's what and what's where, but damn. Zooming in with that doesn't even do it justice at this altitude. This is insane. So now we have a little bit more altitude. Let's plug in the blower again, and let's set her just a little push nose down. Let's see if we can hit Mach 3.0. I don't want totally crazy nose down AOA, but here we go, guys. I wonder if it's going to get stuck at 2.25 or 2.5 again. We are descending rather quickly. 700 knots. Oh yeah, she's winding up quick now. 800, 900, 1,000, Jesus. And we're at 20,000 feet already. Whoa, okay, we gotta be careful here. Yep, I know. Shit, what's that? Okay, yeah, we gotta be careful. Wow. Alright, let's see where we actually are right now, because I have no idea where we even are. We're not even on the damn map, I don't think. No, we're not. We're not even on the map. We have to turn to a left, right, rather. Jesus. Wow. Let's see if that corrected where we're going. I don't know. I think we flew off the map, guys. Did we really go out that far? We might have. Alright, let's check this out again. Or we're going even further off. I don't... Alright, this isn't cool. I really would like to know where the hell we are, but maybe we're going the wrong way. Alright, so we succeeded to fly off the map, which I did not think was possible. I was always wondering what would happen if we did that. And apparently, nothing. Except we're totally lost. Which is not bad. Alright. Let's head back this way a little bit, see if we can come back into some sort of civilization here. Check the F10 map again in a couple of seconds, guys. We'll see where the hell we are. Alright, are we anywhere on this? No, we are not. Alright, so we have to head... Try that. Let's see if we can speed this process up a little bit here. I think we were heading the right direction. We're just that far off. Which is cool. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, there goes our fuel gauge. Now she's moving. Alright, we gotta be careful now. Jesus. Alright, so this thing can hold a lot of fuel. And the gauge does work, so that is confirmed. Let's see when we start seeing buildings and civilization again, guys. Let's see, are we anywhere around here just yet, or not really? No, I don't see us. Alright. I don't know where we are, but... again. Let's see. I really hope we're heading the right direction, because if not, I'm going to be a little annoyed. I'm not going to lie. So otherwise, it's... actually, hold on a second. Let's see if we can get any idea of where the hell we are, what we're doing. That kind of looks like a small little airport, but I don't know. And I don't know why my headset just reset, but why not? Just to make things more difficult right now. Alright guys, we're going to take this a little bit further out this way, and if nothing starts coming back into view anytime soon, I do not know where the hell we ended up. The map, the plane is not on it whatsoever, so let's see if we could try and get ourselves back on. What is this? Oh, hold on, that might be us coming in now. Alright, let's hang out for a couple more minutes and see if that's actually... Oh, it's not... with the clouds right now. Not a good time. Yeah, there we are. So, wow, we ended up all the way over there. Holy Toledo. Okay, we're going to fly 276 or 69 miles and get back into civilization right about now. Wow, we ended up all the way over there. That's crazy. Alright, so you can wander out of the confined area, quote-unquote. So we just learned that. Now let's keep our selves pointed this way. Alright, there we go. That looks a little bit better like. Wow. Just got a little peek again, see where we are. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we are coming back into it. Cool. So I believe we took off out of... Alright, I'm not worried about that right now, because I gotta focus on flying the airplane. I'll figure it out later, guys. Once I'll know the airport once I see it, but just let me worry about flying the airplane right now. And finding a place to land. So we are getting down there on fuel, so... And we are, let's see, 66 miles from this airport right here. Hopefully this thing has got a big enough runway for us to land at. Otherwise, it looks like a dirt field. Great. All right, 84 miles up to here. All right, let's do that. Head 290. All right. I don't think this thing will take too well landing on a dirt strip. And I don't want to find out the hard way. Just another 80 miles to go. We'll keep on this heading. Once we get the airport in sight, then we'll start our descent. But we're looking good. Pounds of fuel, oh boy. Try and stay around the max conserve level. Let's start descending down a little bit from the cloud deck so we can see. How we looking here? We're getting there. So we are now 65 miles out. Let's head 289. Alright, our fuel state should be good to get where we are trying to go. We're looking good. We're almost there. All right, 40 miles. We should be able to start seeing it pretty soon. We're definitely back over civilization now. Grab a quick sip of my drink, guys. Hold on 1 second. Don't mind the head tilt for a moment. Just level this thing off here. Sorry about that. All right. start getting this baby saddled up for landing. You should be able to start to see the airport soon. I'm starting to get a little concerned about our fuel state, but we should be okay. Let's get the SR-71 at low speed. Let's see what she sounds like. Wow. She sounds good. She looks good. Like I said, VSM, the folks over there did an awesome job with this thing. It's amazing that we even have this. I'll leave a link to the SR-71 YF-12 in the video description. Go check it out, give her a shot. It is definitely worth flying it. You are going to need the F-15C in order to make this work, the Flaming Cliffs one, but it is definitely worth picking up and checking out. Alright, let's see, how are we looking here? Cool. So we are less than 30 miles out. We'll see how our lineup looks. Well, I'm going to try for a straight in on this one just because, but if we're not lined up right, then I have no problem doing the overhead brake. As long as our gas tank lets us. I do have to say, guys, the SR-71 is super stable. My hands are not even on the joystick right now. Let's actually let me just level this thing out and I'll show you so we're not in the bank. Let's trim it down a little bit. And then, there we go. My hands are totally off the joystick right now. You just gotta work with the trim. It's not a totally hands-off airplane, but you can take your hands off the controls if you need to for a minute. Super stable, I like that. Airport in sight. Alright, let's come up with a little bit of a right offset. I'm gonna line up for the straight in. Yeah, we're gonna do the straight in on this one. Don't want to play with this one. Alright, There she is. I mean, we do have 10,000 pounds of fuel left. It's not the end of the world. But I'd rather not find out the hard way. Because you guys do have to account gauge error and etc. etc. It's like the F-14. Alright, let's slow her down a little bit. Let's get our speed brakes out. Alright, throttles to idle. Alright guys, here we go. Let's see if we can bring it down nice and easy. Boards out, gears down, locked, flaps down, set. Here we go. Nice, easy, rated descent. We'll flare her out a little bit, just so we don't come down nose first. Don't want to do that. As soon as we touch down, we're going to pop our drogue chute, because this is going to be most certainly a shorter runway than we had before. Alright, here we go. Well, she's leveling out. Let's bring our power up. Oh, easy, 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 easy. Easy, baby. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Alright, dude. This is a real short runway. Holy shit. We might have to go around. I don't know. Let's see. Shoots out. Let's keep her down. Alright, we got her down. Cool. Flaps up, boards in. Will do. I don't know how realistic that is to the landing profile of the SR-71, but I'll allow it because that just saved my ass. I'm okay with that. And I believe we're on the completely opposite side of the map from where we took off from. We'll take a look in a second. Let me just get this thing parked. I don't think this airport was expecting a Blackbird to be landing here today. that's good enough for what we need to do. Let's get a quick look right quick here. All right, so that's where we landed. We took off a little bit. Oh yeah, no, we took off out of Teagle. That's where we were. So we took off out of here. So we're a pretty good distance away, but not that bad. 187. Actually, no. 64. Heading 187 if we were going to take off again for 64 miles. I don't think we have enough fuel to do that, so we're going to leave well enough alone. Yeah, we're gonna leave well enough alone with that one, guys, because I don't think we're gonna make that leg back towards Teagle, so that works for me. That one was really cool. We learned a couple of things. I've always curious what happens if you fly out of the boundaries of the map, and we just found out that nothing. You just keep flying. There's nothing there. You cannot find yourself on a map. Very interesting. We made it up to 79,000 feet, which is almost 80,000. If it went a little bit more, it would have been awesome, but that's okay. We're going to still try to do that. I haven't given up on that just yet, and I'm also after that 3.0 Mach number, so that is definitely going to happen. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. And until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.